This is Michael Smith for American Military University, Public Speaking, speech number 2. Today I'm going to give you the informative demonstration speech on how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Before we get started on a Rubik's Cube, there are a few things we need to know so that what I say will make sense. First off are the parts of the cube. We have the pieces, each of these little individual squares that make up the whole square. There are center pieces, which are there and only have one side. There are edge pieces, such as this one, which have two colors, blue and orange. And there are corner pieces which have three colors, such as this one, yellow, orange, and blue. Now the pieces together make up a face or a side. For example, this is one side. This is the orange side, called so because the centerpiece is orange. For example, this would be the white side, called so because the center is white. Now, each side makes up a layer. A layer is the face plus the row going around the outside of it. Got that all straight? Great. Now we can get to solving the Rubik's Cube. First thing you want to do is form a cross on any side you choose. I normally choose the white side because it's got that nice logo. In order to form the cross, we got to find a edge piece that has two colors, one of them being white. For example, orange and white. You simply match up the orange with the center orange, then match up the white with the center white. So we now have white, white, orange, orange, matched up with their center pieces. We then do that for all the rest of the pieces. And we have our cross. Notice. Also, white matches up with white, blue matches up, red matches up, green matches up, so is orange. Now we got to solve for the corner pieces. In order to do so, we want to find one with, when we have white on top, we want the white on the bottom to be facing out, not down. White on top, the other white piece is facing out. If you'll notice, this piece is green, orange. So we put it under the green-orange corner. The green-orange corner. Place it there. We then take and slap the side that has white on it so we know where we're going to be rotating. Slap it, give it a little twist. That's the face we're going to be rotating. And we rotate it so that our white piece stays on the bottom. That way it goes on top, and that way it goes on bottom. We then simply match up this white with that white and that white with the top white. And you'll notice the corner is where it needs to be. Orange, green is matched up. So we do that with all the corners. And voila! We had our cross, our corners, and now the layer. The white, the green, orange, blue, and red. Now we solve for this middle layer here. Middle layer right there. Okay. If you'll notice, white, the side we first chose to solve, is on the opposite side from yellow. There will be no yellow in this middle layer when it's solved. So we find a piece that has two colors, one of them not being yellow. For example, red, blue. No, let's go with green, orange. What we want to do, as always, match up the green with the center green. Next, we're going to be rotating the orange side. And we don't want to mess up this piece, so we rotate it away from orange. You got that? The green orange piece we're working with is rotated away from this orange side. Then rotate the orange side so that white is facing towards you. Match back up your greens and match it back up your white with your white. We now have a nice block where our oranges and our greens are together, and we're going to be rotating this front piece. But we don't want to mess these up, so we put them all the way in the back. So we can rotate this front piece without messing up these two in the back. Okay. Then, as I said, we rotated the front piece so that the unsolved corner right here goes towards the top. We then match up our white with our white and our white with our white. And we continue for all the pieces. For example, our blue, orange, match up blue, away from orange, white faces you, match it back up with blue, white goes back down, rotate our block to the back, rotate the unsolved piece to the top, match up white, and that is solved. And we continue doing so. Red, blue, red, away from blue, rotate blue so white is facing you, match back up your red, match back up your white, have your nice block right here, put it to the back, put the unsolved piece to the top, match up your whites, and continue. We now have the bottom layer solved. And we now have the middle layer solved. Now the top layer is quite confusing because we have to solve this top layer without messing up any of this bottom layer. And to teach you to do that would take much longer than I have to spend. So I'm going to stop here. I hope you enjoyed learning how to solve the Rubik's Cube. Again, this was Michael Smith for American Military University Public Speaking Speech number 2. Thank you and have a good night.